Welcome to CNN News. When we look at the negative or positive effects of medicine on people around us, we may wonder if they're related to our genetic code. Here in the studio today, we have a video interview with famous biomedical engineer Akila Goel.
Thank you for having me. It's wonderful to see you through this two-dimensional screen.
That's very funny. So many of our viewers would like to know, do genes affect how we react to medicine?
Yes, genes play a big role in how we react to medicine. For example, a doctor recently told me about how she'd prescribed a daily dosage of Excedrin to a patient with intense migraines. A few days later, the patient was hospitalized with a sudden heart attack. An artery of his had collapsed. Normally, the prescribed medicine doesn't cause any problems with arteries, but the doctor then had the man's genes tested. It turned out that he had possessed a mutation in one of his genes, weakening his arteries when the medicine went into his system. After the man had recovered, the doctor then prescribed a new medicine, which was more compatible with his genes. His genes played a big role in his reaction to the medicine, just like every other human being on the planet.
Wow, I guess genes really do play a big role in reactions to medicine. But is this really a big enough problem to be working on right now?
It is most certainly a big problem, and I will personally provide a lecture for those who don't think it is. Many people suffer extremely bad side effects from their medicine, and some of which can be fatal, and some patients don't even get cured at all. We could solve these problems by having the patient's genes analyzed. Then we could simply pass the information to a set of computers which choose the best options for any solution, and then compose a personalized medicine for the patient. It's so simple, yet so necessary.
How would this personalized medicine work?
In short and understandable terms, blood would be drawn from the patient and then run through a high-tech, yet still fairly portable computer with software that scans the genetic code. The doctor would then be able to input the problems within the patient and the necessary solution and see how it would affect the patient. This method would narrow down the options and provide a safer and more personalized option for the patient.
This sounds complex, even in the way you put it. Are there only bioengineers like you working on this project, or is there some collaboration?
Of course, there's a huge collaboration that we have. Many people work together, including doctors, pharmacists, software developers, hardware engineers, mathematical engineers, database and query experts, budget planners, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. If there was an iceberg around here, which wouldn't ever happen because of global warming and the methane released into the air when cows...
Okay, back on track now. What kind of bioengineering companies are working on this personalized medicine project?
Well, it's not just bioengineering companies. It's many more than just that. There's so many, like medical research companies, even the United Nations. And of course, the independent private companies are always ahead in the research. Even in the national government, people are working to solve this problem.
That's wonderful. I'm sure the plans will be in place by no time, especially with so many educated people working together.
Let me tell you about education.
I'm afraid we don't have time.
No, don't worry. I have a friend who's inventing a time machine. Anyway, of course you'll need a normal bachelor's degree or PhD in biology or engineering. You'll need to be familiar with the chemicals and computers you're working with, and study various diseases and software. But most importantly, you've got to always be on your toes and know loads about different kinds of medication. Believe me, I have lots of experience with medication.
Thank you for being here with us today, Ms. Goel. It's been a rather interesting interview.
I'm honored. However, it wasn't exactly here, you see. I'm 342 miles away from your studio, and I could only get to your studio if I was sucked in by the computer, which would be impossible unless...
And that's a wrap. Goodbye, everyone.